Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He's got this downfield to McBride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And Murray's going to keep this. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. Darnold. His throw incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Jeremy Chin there defensively. These two teams all tied after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On the return, Jackson. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Darnold. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll run on 1st down with Jefferson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now it's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Moore, the man in motion. From the 38, Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Darnold from the gun. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Hubbard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Murray now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure. They got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
1st down, Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in hours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. To throw, it's Murray. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Murray's got to have this one. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing now is Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Murray to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Murray, one final try. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Scotty Miller finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours.